A major problem with a Galaxy Watch is, or any other smartwatch is, that it doesn't track all the different things you want to track all the time. So once you need to charge it, you cannot track the things you want to track, like your heart rate. So therefore one could think that either you could get a second watch within the same system, within the same ecosystem, or something cheaper, like a Galaxy Fit 2 instead of a Galaxy Watch 4. So now every time you charge this, and I charge it for now a few hours a day, because the battery drains all the time, and of course I want to track my workouts. What I got is the Galaxy Fit 2. The idea was that I then would record my vitals with this device whenever I would charge the other one. The main problem with this is that the heart rate tracking here is way less accurate, at least in my experience, than the Galaxy Watch. Now, the two deviate, and now given that I already have a lot of heart rate data that is recorded on the Galaxy Watch, if I now take off the Galaxy Watch to charge it and then use the Galaxy Fit 2, in order to then record the missing parts of my day, or also the missing sleep parts of my day, because another problem obviously is that if you want to wear this all day and all night to track your sleep, you cannot charge the Galaxy Watch at night. So therefore you have to track it at some point during the day. So one could also think a possible solution could be to just use a Galaxy Fit 2 as a sleep tracker. Maybe potentially also one of the older watches like the Galaxy Watch 3 or the Galaxy Active 2. But the main problem, I think, is that one device only has, so each device has a certain basically bandwidth where it a certain bandwidth of accuracy, you could say. And now this device is way less accurate than this device, at least in my experience. In the last few days, I recorded actually with this, my heart rate also, and it just randomly spiked to 200. Given the fact that you usually use the formula 220 minus your age in order to kind of have an estimated guess on what your actual maximum heart rate for a given age is, a heart rate of 200 for me just doesn't really make sense anymore, especially since I just stood here and it just recorded it and I probably had a heart rate of 60. So therefore what this now does, if I have a data set of my heart rate and I have all these graphs and I, for example, want to determine my maximum heart rate in order to then get the chronological or the biological age equivalent, that is for my age group, for example, in order to kind of get an estimate of what my biological age in total actually is, being made up of all these different factors you can measure, then using something like the Galaxy Fit 2 just in order to record the missing points in time where you don't have the Galaxy Watch on your wrist is actually kind of counterproductive because it pollutes the whole data set.